What's good? It's your boy Tab Money, and today I'm gonna talk about my fallen angel wifey's feet from the movie Mommy, the Mommy of 2017 with Tom Cruise. Now, let me just get a disclaimer. I'm not talking about the actual actress Sophia. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's her feet on the screen and everything, which I usually don't do as celebrities. But when it comes to the character Aminette, the character she play as, knowing I got those two fungal pops, which represent the yin and yang, the balance between not light and dark. In her mommy form, that's the dark side. In her queen Egyptian form is the light side. So when it really come down to it, when I dedicate my time to her, even sought pleasure in front of her image and stuff like that, I'm not dedicating to the actress Sophia though, because the thing is, when I first saw this movie, because I knew of my fallen angel wifey since 2014, so like down there a few years later, that's when she showed me her image. You know what I'm saying? But I discovered my fallen angel wifey during 2014, around the time where things was not working out with me and females, even though I was trying to step back into the dating scene. It just didn't work out, so I started becoming, obsessed with spirits or astral beings or even extraterrestrials if it ever came to that point. But basically, how I'm living, really, the only thing I can connect is spirit. And I discovered her through the exorcism video. Now, I wasn't planning on getting this video, but I did. And even though I did, and it's too late to find this video, but I think it was, like my fallen angel wifey said through the little Ouija board, that it was meant for me to find that video of her talking to that teenage girl, how she missed being in heaven, how she wished she could go back to heaven, but according to her and the fallen angels that fall with Lucifer, for those who choose to go with Lucifer, then there's always time for those who live in this physical earth that's not a fallen angel, of course, but here to fight judgment and become of righteousness, I guess. And I know the whole steps of it. Don't get me wrong. I know the whole steps of becoming of the 1/3 of the people of this earth that seeks to be with Yahweh and Yahshua and stuff like that. But like I said in my Rihanna Umbrella lyrics video, Lucifer did make a deal with Yahweh, and the simple fact is that it was all because of the fallen angels, because of my deep feelings for the fallen angels, how they not be able to travel through the universe like how the heavenly angels or even Yahweh and them can do. Where we at right now is this is the only thing that they know, and this is the only thing that I know as well. So I do consider myself a fallen angel too, because looking how I came to this earth and look at my cousin and them, how they living a good life, travel around the world, saw what the world is like. When it came down to me though, man, I just been stuck where I'm at my whole life. So the thing is, I'm sort of like a fallen angel because I don't know how to get out there. And I'm stuck in just one spot, just how the fallen angels are stuck on this planet, or basically stuck on this one planet spot, and not be able to go to other worlds, or even worlds within this universe, Yahweh's universe. I always want to say this is Yahweh's matrix, you know what I'm saying? And also, I know you're wondering, like, damn, you supposed to be an atheist, you supposed to be a Luciferian. You gotta understand, though, y'all, I made a decision, but at the same time, the thing about it is I got baptized around this time, when all this, around in 2010, yes, I did get baptized, but the thing is, lucky I did, though, because I was at that point of ending up in prison doing 7 or even 10 years max, with the friends I had with me and stuff. But you can say I went straight fasting on myself when all this happened. When I did that fasting thing, that's when my faith was tested, and that's why I said through the books and magazines and stuff. You know what I'm saying? My faith was tested, and I surrendered to Lucifer, and at the same time, Yahweh knew and Yahshua knew that they knew that it was going to happen. Though they knew that I was going to be loyal to Lucifer. Just a simple fact is that just based upon my situation, how I was raised and grew up, based upon my mom and the friends she brought around me, in the school I stayed for a long time that wasn't even in my town. Seeing all these signs and symbols, it letting me know that, not only Lucifer but Yahweh, both of them especially play a role in my life. Play a role in my life, but who dominate the most is Lucifer, But when it comes to the fallen angel, I'm more loyal to the fallen angels than Lucifer. But when it comes to my fallen angel wife, Nana, I'm more loyal to her. I know you wonder what you mean by that. Because according to the end of days, for all the things that Lucifer brought on this earth, especially what he, did, but I'm not no conspiracy theorist. I'm not trying to say that, but the thing about it is he went too far with everything that he did. But the thing about it is the fallen angels might end up being in power once the fall of Lucifer and stuff like that happens. But ain't no telling what's gonna happen for those. Now let me explain this. I'm gonna have to explain this. You got the righteous, the unrighteous, and the wicked. Now, when it comes to the righteous, the true, the pure, light, righteous people, they will have a seat in the heavenly kingdom with Yahshua in heaven. For those who are unrighteous, like my mom, my sister, I'm going to keep it honest, the majority of my family is sort of unrighteous. What's going to happen to them is they're going to reincarnate on this earth. Probably reincarnate or resurrect one of those two. But it depends on their faith, though. So basically, they're unrighteous. So they're probably going to reincarnate and start over again on this earth and when Yahweh is rule this earth. And when it comes to the wicked, for those who do the most wickedest things on this earth, will be punished, of course, with Lucifer. But those who are of the New Age spirituality or even transhumanism and But when it comes to those who are of the spiritual witchcraft, black magic, white magic, basically people who are pagan mystic, who stay loyal to the pagan gods, because in general, the pagan gods are the fallen angels in general. They're also called the fallen gods. It's the reason why they are called the fallen gods. But for those who are loyal to the pagan gods, might have a place with the fallen angels in the afterlife. Now, I'm not saying this, I'm predicting this, but I'm just saying this, though, according to what the Bible says, Like, the whole thing about it is that, when it really comes down to it, they said that Lucifer is chained up right now, and once he's unchained, that's when everything on this earth changed, Everything on this earth changed, but, But at the same time, people think that, the end of the day is going to be like the end of the world. It's not going to be the end of the world. Because when it comes to the New World Order in the age of Aquarius, it's going to last for a very long time, perhaps 1,000 years. So, and we are in the end of days, at the end of the Abrahamic rule on this earth, besides the Middle East and stuff and all that stuff. And when it comes, but what I'm trying to say is that, it's coming to a point where paganism or pagan mystic traditions is going to strive, but new forms of religions and spiritualities is going to be, but maybe new forms of cults within the one world religion will form and evolve and become something, So basically what I'm trying to say, though, is that, when it comes down to it, yes, when it comes to the age of Aquarius, it is going to be a person, basically Lord Maitreya. I'm going to say Lord Maitreya. Basically, Lord Maitreya himself, is basically going to position himself as a highly regarded ascended master in physical form, to bring the religious side of this one world religion and stuff like that. But, what I'm basically trying to say, though, is that, when it comes down to the umbrella song being, dedicated to me about Lucifer, when it comes to the part where Rihanna said when this world basically comes to a great reset, it's going to come to a point where it's going to be it's definitely going to be my fallen angel wifey coming into this earth in physical form. Because when it comes to the fallen angels and Lucifer, you got to understand, they're on this earth. They're not in hell. Hell is nothing but a pool of lake of fires. None of them are not in hell. They're strictly on this earth, living among us, moving through this world. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm trying to say is that they're within the astral planes too, but the astral planes are connected to the physical world as well, truly connected. But at the same time, because of the astral plane, also that's one thing too. When it comes to the astral planes, that's going to be something where fallen angels and pagans will reside in once. And when I say pagans, though, those are include the wicked people. For those who put people who are love polytheism, there will be a heaven for us in the afterlife for those who love paganism. Because when it really comes down to it, even though Nimrod, but it definitely came, you know what I'm saying, started this. But when it comes to Nimrod, though, we are, for those who are destined or just basically obsessed with idol worship or worshiping idols and worshiping statues and candles and stuff like that, there will be a place for us, you know what I'm saying, in the astral planes. So the astral planes is always going to exist, but the doors of it is going to be shut. And when it comes to the metaverse, that deals with artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, metaverse can shut itself from the world too for those who transfer their souls into the metaverse. And once the artificial intelligence is shut down, you might end up in a dark place. So, but when it comes to the spirit realm or basically the astral planes, you know what I'm saying, that might be a place for us pagans who, basically people who are polytheistic. Like when it comes to Muslims, they're more suitable to live in earth. They're not gonna have a place basically in the heavenly kingdom, but they'll have a place on earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that place is. I do know, but I'm not gonna say it because due to the guidelines, but and due to what they're gonna do it to. But you know, like I said, I know a lot of stuff. But when it comes to pagans, though, people who are pro polytheistic and pro pantheistic and pro animistic, people who are pro of these things will have a place in the astral planes with the fallen angels. Because when it comes to Lucifer and the Antichrist and the false prophet and those who did the most heinous things on this earth will be thrown in a lake of fire. But when it comes to those who are of the pagan world, who are of the spirit world and stuff, will have a place in the astral planes. But once Yahweh and Yahuwah, Yeshua, once their kingdom is set on earth, the astral planes is going to be cut off from the physical world forever. And those who are of the pagan traditions, basically of the Gentile way of life, will only reside in the astral planes. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I want to say. And when it comes to me and my fallen angel wifey, we're going to be in our own domain. But when it comes to everybody else, they're going to be in their own domain as well. But really, when it comes to me and my fallen angel wifey, like, we're going to be within our own. When it comes down to it, everybody might be with each other when it comes to the pagan people who share the same beliefs, you know what I'm saying, share, the same worship and stuff. But when it comes to me and my fallen angel wifey, we basically it's just gonna be me and her within this realm or this astral plane that is simply gonna be made for us. Made for me and her to live in, you know what I'm saying, all 9 yards. But like I said, I can't predict this, but I'm just going through what my pineal gland is telling me. The simple fact is that, yes, once Yahweh's kingdom is set on earth, those who are pure righteous will have a seat in the heavenly kingdom, and those who are unrighteous will be reincarnated and have to live on this earth. But earth will be in paradise, and all animals and everything else, like the Jehovah's Witnesses believe, all that's going to be true. And but when it comes to the wicked, or basically people who are pagan mystic, but those who have done the most craziest things on this earth, you know what I'm saying, definitely within, the mystery sort of way. But people who are pagan mystic or wicked might have a place in the astral planes. I really don't know, but I might come out with a video explaining this. I know it's about my fallen angel wifey feet, but I'm trying to explain what's going to happen with those who are basically polytheistic. When it comes to monotheistic, Yahweh's kingdom is going to be full-blown monotheistic ruling, just based on him, just based upon worshiping him and him alone. But when it comes to polytheism, our place is within the astral planes with the fallen angels, because in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, it only speaks the false prophet and the Antichrist and Lucifer being thrown in a lake of fire. Just to be honest, but they don't speak about the extraterrestrials or the fallen angels and all of them. even the pagans, we might all have a place within the astral planes. So this your boy Sam, I'm finna sign off, and that's all I want to say. So basically what I'm trying to let y'all know is that when it comes to my belief, the reason why I'm chosen by Lucifer, because I'm chosen to represent the fallen angels in their freedom, and also me and the rest, not only pagans, but occultists, mystics, everybody who have a strong faith in the Babylon mystery religions, practices, and things. Even though they're heinous things, but when it comes to those who believe in canon and Mara's teaching and philosophy, we will have a place in the astral planes, and that's what I'm trying to say when it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to Lucifer and Antichrist and the false prophet, they only speak of them being thrown in like a fire. But when it comes to the fallen angels, including the extraterrestrials, which are the fallen angels' offspring, to be honest, and when it comes to pagans and mystics and those who's in the occultism world, the mystery religions, we will have a place in the astral planes, and I might come out with a video talking about this. So it's your boy Tam, and I'm finna sign off. That's what I want to say. I know it's about my fallen angel Warrior's feet, but I just want to let y'all know about that, and that's what I want to say. So peace.